I've never heard a K-pop song like NewJeans' Ditto before. The music is really addictive on its own. The music video is stunning. Although it is soothing, it also has a very ominous and unsettling quality. I still get chills while watching the music video since I've discovered all the hidden meanings and secrets behind the video. The story behind it makes Ditto genuinely unique. This is more day back. In the music video Ditto, the group member Hiso is watching a recording of herself while still in school. Six of her friends, the members of the NewJeans, and the recording were first introduced to us while we were watching. We witnessed how much fun they were having at the time. They never experienced sadness, rage, or disappointment. In every clip, they danced, laughed, or cracked jokes while maintaining a constant smile. They were generally having the time of their lives. Nevertheless, did you notice that Hiso's face was rarely shown in the music video? She either zoomed close on it or covered it up with her camera. All we knew about her is that she always carried a camera and had a cast on her left arm. Pay attention to the cast on her arm. Do you also want to know all the secrets and the true meanings of this video? Let me explain. One of the ideas holds that an accident caused all of the members of the NewJeans to experience a terrible accident. One theory is about Hisu's struggle with survivor's guilt because she barely managed to escape an injury. At the same time, the other NewJeans members died, as seen in the flashback videos that an older Hiso views all the NewJeans members get along. To deal with the fact that all of her friends had perished in the disaster, Hisu indulged in a fantasy in which they were all still alive. The accident's possible cause may be seen in the video's conclusion, and Hisu can be seen wearing a cast the entire time. Hisu is trying to move on, but she's troubled by the memories of her companions and regrets being the lone survivor. Her companions, on the other hand, all met a terrible end. The NewJeans members' readings on Hisu's cast further supported the idea that she is experiencing survivor's guilt. Don't pass away and get better soon, genius director Boon Hee-soo, was written on her cast respectively. Hee-soo has finally moved on. The scene mirrors itself on both sides, A and B. She walks with her friends and they stroll away alone. This demonstrates that, with the support of the man in the video, she is now moving on. Another theory suggests that she was never really a part of what they did. Her camera and NewJeans were constantly present. Choi Yoon-wook, Hee-soo's love interest throughout the music video, was next presented to us. Hee-soo was attracted to this boy, and although she tried to avoid him, she was a typical teenage girl. This is generally usual. But no, since things start to get gloomy following this specific scene, after the deer sighting scene, the plot completely changed as it became clear that Hee-soo, our main character, was alone. We observe Hee-soo and NewJeans expressing sadness for the first time as the story continues. We follow as Hee-soo sobs and receives consolation from her fictitious companions. When she noticed Yoon-wook staring at her and crying alone like a freak, she decided to flee inside. We finally get a glimpse of Hee-soo's appearance in side B. Hee-soo stops using her camera as she gradually realizes she is alone. The scene is where Hee-soo's story finally takes a turn for the better. This time there is no camera. Even though she was crying just seconds earlier, she is delighted and expressive as she observes while NewJeans continue to dance. As she glances down at her cast and sees nothing but white, she is unhappy as she observes and fully understands that she is alone at this point. She then dashes to the school building's rooftop. She drops her camera, destroying the one item that defines her entire persona. Hee-soo is seen watching the deer pass by while immobilized and crying as it cuts back to Yoon-wook. As the screen gradually fades off, we're back with a grown-up in the present. As Hee-soo watches the recording, she begins to cry. The door suddenly opened as memories from her past entered her room, but she was still grinning at the exact moment. We K-pop fans are the subject of the story that NewJeans is attempting to tell. See, most K-pop fans like you who are watching right now, assuming you were a K-pop fan or got into K-pop when you were at your lowest, be because you were depressed, lonely, or constantly online and etc. The point is that you're at your lowest and looking for an escape. You know, we frequently hear from many K-pop fans that K-pop improved their lives or saved their lives. For people like us, K-pop served as the getaway. After further comprehensions of Ditto, I concur that K-pop can't save anybody's life. The three characters Hiso, NewJeans, and Yunwook were first presented to us in Ditto. Hiso stands in for us K-pop fans, NewJeans for K-pop idols, and Hyunwook for everyday struggles in real life. Like many of us, Hiso was through a difficult time in her life that was slowing her down. Her left arm is in A cast, which represents this. Because of this, she looked for an escape and something to restore a small amount of joy in her life. This is how NewJeans entered her life. And the truth is that Hiso's smile did return, thanks to NewJeans. Hiso then developed an obsession with NewJeans. She begins to shun real life because she already feels at ease and content with the presence of NewJeans. Why would she confront real life, which would only bring her hardships? After all this time, she came to the realization that K-pop was not improving her life. It was merely an escape. Despite feeling better, nothing in her life changed. She finally realized that her camera would always be in the way of her meeting NewJeans. Our laptop, phone, and TV are represented by her camera. Can we argue that Hiso was saved by K-pop? No. In the end, her decision to give up K-pop saved her life. If Hiso continued her obsession with NewJeans, what would happen if she continued to put off facing reality? If she were still alive, she would probably be considered more depressed, or worse, not be alive. In the music video side A, Min Hee-jin demonstrates how mentally unstable and or mentally unbalanced K-pop idols, including NewJeans, are. Every clip from side A NewJeans only features the emotions of happiness. Only towards the conclusion of the music video did they convey an emotion other than joy. We observed Min Jin and Haerin expressing nothingness after the credits. Nothing. Not happy, not sad. And this is their way of saying that once the cameras are turned off, the idols they worship are not who they think they are. Don't depend on these idols as your whole source of happiness, and there's a good possibility they will let you down. I can't entirely agree with the claim that K-pop saved my life, as it ultimately depends on the person. They will develop an unhealthy obsession with K-pop and use the justification that K-pop saved my life to put off dealing with their actual problems. Well, that's not nice at all. But saying, oh, K-pop is the only thing that makes me happy right now, or these idols are the only thing that is saving my life, is not a sensible idea. Just because you're content doesn't necessarily indicate that your life has been saved. The message being conveyed by NewJeans and Ditto is to use K-pop sensibly, to brighten your mood or serve as a brief escape from reality. You must ultimately go through a process known as life. It would be best if you dealt with reality. No matter how much these idols would like to, they are unable to love you. Thus, you must always choose real life over K-pop. Stop if you ever reach a point where each idol's the source of your joy. Acquire happiness and support from actual people or actual activities. They can also aid in your personal development. Follow Hiso's lead. You will eventually regret not confronting life. How do you feel after knowing the true meaning behind the music video? Please let us know in the comments if you can relate to the stories told in the MV. Aren't NewJeans geniuses? Or should we give more creds to Min Hee-jin or Hype perhaps? Let us know in the comments what you think and what you want us to cover more about. So did you guys enjoy the video? Do you want to see more from us? If so, please support us by liking, subscribing, and push the bell button. It will help us to create more videos for you guys. See you in the next one!